10 tips for dominating college admission interviews. Succeeding in a college admission interview can be a daunting task, even if you have good grades or a nice set of extracurricular activities. Here are a few key things you can do to ensure you knock your interview out of the ballpark when applying to your dream school. Welcome to It Must Be College, and today we'll be presenting you with tips and advice for dominating college interviews. Stay until the end of our video to learn the absolutely secret tip for dominating college interviews. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Without further ado, let's begin. 10th place, be presentable. The first tip we recommend is to be presentable to your interview. It means to be appropriately presented to the job at hand, which also means to be organized, punctual, and of course well-dressed. If you're wondering what would be the best outfit for a college interview, we highly advise modest, simple, clean and crisp clothing. Avoid jeans, t-shirts, sneakers, and flip-flops. If you're male, a set of khaki pants, collared shirts, casual shoes, and belt will do, while females should rather use dress pants, a blouse or a sweater, and casual shoes too. Your attire will let the admissions committee know you realize the importance of the interview. 9th time, be on time. Being on time for your college interview is essential. Arriving late to an interview is a bad start, but not one that can't be overcome, considering how crazy life can be and how some circumstances can happen. If an emergency occurs, relate that information immediately so that the interviewer knows that you're responsible and can communicate well. You can most likely reschedule your interview to a later date that's more likely free of possible emergencies. 8th place, be communicative. Being communicative during your interview is essential as it lets your college interviewer know that you have good interpersonal skills, soft skills that are always desired in any kind of college course. Even if you're set to being an engineer or a data science major, your interview will involve a lot of talking and potential questions about your high school academic feats. Be open about your strengths and weaknesses, as letting the admissions committee know that you're a self-aware student is a big plus too. 7th place, practice with a friend or family member. Being interviewed is a skill, and it requires practice. Sit down with one of your parents, a teacher, a college counselor, or a friend, and have him or her ask you some questions. You can do a quick Google search and find out which ones are the most commonly asked questions college interviewers tend to ask. Request that your friend read them and set up a mock interview to practice. Answer them honestly and seriously, then ask your interviewer how you came across. So, what are your thoughts on these tips so far? Have you tried any of these in the past? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to stay until the end of the video to learn the secret, foolproof tactic to succeed in your college interview. 6th place, follow up with a thankful note. A good tip for making a lasting impression on an admissions official is to provide them or send them a thank you note for the opportunity of being interviewed by them. If there's something about the interview that was helpful to you, let them know that too. If you connected with your interviewer over a shared interest, a hobby, a book, a film, or an extracurricular activity that you also mentioned on your personal statement, make sure to do so too. If not, just expressing your interest in being admitted to the school and genuine gratitude is enough. 5th place, be mindful of your personal statement. The tutors interviewing are also likely to refer to things you've mentioned in your personal statement or application essay, whether it's about a certain hobby or a claim about one of your achievements. Of course, you have to be completely honest about these, as they will most certainly ask you genuine questions inquiring on the validity of these and how these have helped you shape into who you are today. Most importantly, how the information on your personal statement can help their academic community. Make sure to review your personal statement before going to the interview to refresh your memory on what's in it. 4th place, have a winner's mindset. Remember that an interview is nothing more than a conversation between two people, the employer and the interviewee. 80% of the work required to succeed in an interview is achieved before the actual interview. So, meditate, take a deep breath, and use positive affirmations while practicing in the mirror or practicing with your friend to set yourself in the winner's mindset. Having a winner's mindset is essential for making a good impression on your interviewer. Think of your college admissions interview as another challenge to be overcome, and you'll find yourself enrolled in your dream school in record time. 3rd place, investigate your subject. This should go without saying, but still bears repetition. Investigating your subject before going to the interview is paramount for a college admissions interview. You're genuinely interested in your chosen subject, and also help provide them with motivations for enrolling in your chosen course. In addition, you can demonstrate your interest by reading up on the latest news, research, and developments in the field. You may be asked specifically about some of these issues, or you may simply be able to draw on them as examples. Make sure to prepare thoroughly beforehand. Second place, be mindful of time. Many aspiring students focus on the interview's running length and not the actual quality of it, which can hamper their results on making a good impression of their interviewer. Most interviews run approximately 30 minutes to an hour. Students are sometimes told that the sign of a good interview is a long one, but that's not necessarily true. This is because on-campus interviews are usually scheduled back-to-back, and off-campus interviews are usually performed by alumni who are working professionals. There's a high chance that your interviewer is on a tight schedule, so be mindful, precise, and concise of how much you're talking in the interview. Ask yourself the following question while practicing. Are you rambling, or are you engaging the interviewer? First place, arrive well-rested. And finally, the best tip we can provide you for dominating a college interview is to arrive within the appropriate headspace, both mentally and physically, to the school. Make sure you wake up early for breakfast, or at least make sure not to arrive hungry or sleepy in your interview. The admissions committee will notice if you're looking like you only had 3 hours of sleep the night prior, if you don't, and that could definitely hamper your personal presentation or influence your mood while in the interview. You definitely wouldn't want to come off as irritated or angry when they ask you about your hobbies or your interest in the school. So, what are your thoughts on these incredible tips for dominating college interviews? Let us know in the comments. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.